Scott Darlow, welcome back to Australian Musician.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Last time we spoke was 2023. It was just about to head out on your Deadly Heart tour.
Yeah.
How did it go?
Yeah, it was good. It was a lot. It was great. Drove around Australia, drove like 20,000 kilometres, met some incredible people, saw some wonderful things, and I will remember it for the rest of my life.
Yeah. You played some prisons and did some talks. Any lasting memories from those?
Yeah, absolutely. What was really great about it was bringing my band out on the road, and you know, I get to do this stuff a lot, even when I'm not on tour. Every week I'm in schools, or I do a lot of stuff in prisons and regular stuff, touring and all that sort of stuff. But for the boys to be able to come, like we drove from Melbourne to Uluru to Darwin, and we had a night in Tennant Creek where we met an Aboriginal elder who was from out of the desert, had come in, and we had dinner with him, and just hearing his stories and those kind of experiences, and meeting kids in schools who have come off the land, and so for my mates, I think to see that up close was really, really powerful. Yeah.
We're at the Melbourne Guitar Show today.
We are.
You're playing in the Fender room.
I am.
You've got a very strange looking guitar next to you.
Yeah, well, this is just more for security. If anyone heckles or boos, they'll be getting the blunt end of it. No, this is obviously my Yudaki, so we'll give that a bit of a whirl, and as well as some guitar. And I might even try to play both at the same time. We'll see how confident I'm feeling in that moment.
What Fender guitar are you using today?
Okay, so yeah, we're really fortunate. Fender have been looking after me for several years now, which is a dream come true for a music nerd. So initially they started out with sending me some Acoustasonics, which are the hybrid acoustic electric guitars. So I'm playing a Mexican Telecaster Acoustasonic, which my nephew Levi, shout out to Levi, has painted and my story on it, which is really cool. And I'm actually playing a 1979 Strat in Antigua Green, which is it's very nice. And then Scotty, who plays guitar in my band, is playing a Lincoln Brewster signature Strat, which, even though they're both Strats, they're very different sounding Strats. So hopefully they sound good together today.
Yeah. Catch us up with recording. What have you been doing?
Recording, yeah. So the tour ran for 4 months right through 2023. Finished up, and actually I finished that tour, and I don't know if you saw on my social media, but I ended up doing, I think, 20 prison shows around the country for Treaty Day In, it was called. So for the Treaty Organisation in Victoria, and we went, because unfortunately Aboriginal men are the most incarcerated men on the planet per capita, and so we went to pretty much every jail in Victoria and did concerts for all the Indigenous prisoners. So I did that, and so by the end of 23 it was a lot, and so I spent a lot of last year just that plus the referendum, to be honest, was really disheartening, and so I feel like last year was really just a year of healing from a lot of that. So we did a few shows last year, but sort of this year we've hit the ground running. We're here today, obviously, and I've been writing. I spent 2 weeks in England and then another week in Nashville in January writing, and been writing, collaborating with Joel Quartermain, who is one of the 3 guys out of a band called Eskimo Joe. And so I'm in the studio actually this coming up week. We're starting pre-production for a new record, which is really exciting, yeah. And slightly different. It's going to be a slightly different record too, which is.
Yeah. And I believe your kids are quite musical.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, the kids are. I've got some kids, and they are going well. They've started a band, so I'm hoping to transition into a role of dadaging and just living off that 20%. We're going to see how that plays out. But yeah, they've started a band called the Violet Summers, and so they've got a single coming out in 2 weeks called The Giver, which is it's an absolute banger that Kaya wrote with Joel Quartermain. Yeah.
Yeah. So the rest of 2025 for you?
I'm going to make a record, and I'm really excited about that. Sort of, it's going to be a little bit more acoustic than the last one, which is going to be fun. I've been listening to a lot of Tom Petty and Johnny Cash, so we'll see how that translates. Yeah. And playing lots of schools and lots of these sort of things, and towards the end of the year we'll go out and do some shows when I've got music out. Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be good.
Well, Scott, it's been great to catch up again.
Mate, it's such a privilege. I really appreciate the time you take to spend with musicians like myself. Thank you very much.